Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Stollmack. I'm here with my student Ben tonight, and
Hey,
we're going to discuss how Ben went from a brand new beginner to now applying to music school. So exciting, really exciting. Okay, so Ben, just briefly introduce yourself and give everybody an idea of where you were at musically before we started working together.
sure. So my name is Ben, and I basically had no idea what I was doing at the piano before I started with Natasha. I had almost zero experience. I went to Natasha because I had started like lessons at my like high school, and yeah, and it just really inspired me, and I wanted formal instruction.
That's awesome. So, about how long? So, you visited your high school and you're in high school now, but you were much younger than that when we started working together. So, how many years have we been having lessons?
We've been working together for about 5 years now, which is crazy
I
to say.
know it's a long time. I know it doesn't feel that long, but
Oh yeah.
I know it's amazing. Um, okay, so what goals, once you realized that you wanted the formal instruction, what goals did you have?
I basically deep dived into classical and
You did.
oh yeah, and like made like lists upon lists of all the pieces that I want to play. Um
Hmm.
Uber difficult, like extremely technically demanding classical pieces. Also some pop music and songs from games I like and such.
Right. Those are great repertoire examples and goals that you had for yourself of pieces that you wanted to play. As far as your technical ability, maybe knowledge outside of repertoire, maybe concerning music theory, rhythm, what kind of goals in those areas did you have?
With theory, I just wanted to become literate.
Right.
I want It's kind of changed from then to now,
Right.
but then it was just I want to be able to read and I want to be able to like know what I'm doing. And now
Hmm.
it's more of now that I kind of know what I'm doing, I'm like no one ever knows what they're doing.
More
Uh,
than kind of.
yeah,
Yeah,
now
it's always a work in
or
progress, but
yeah,
you've made
forever.
significant improvement in those 5 years.
Now that I've improved a lot, it's like now that I know these fundamentals, I want to use them on my own to be able
Right.
to do my own stuff.
Hmm. It's fantastic. So, what are some of the things that we've done during lessons to help you kind of achieve these goals and get to the next level?
We kind of took pieces and tore them into shreds, if that makes sense.
It certainly does, but it makes sense for us, but maybe
Yes.
go a little more in detail for those
Yeah.
listening.
Where we would break down everything into like the tiniest little like bits and play them extremely slowly to build up the speed to get them to where I wanted them to be.
Right.
Um, we would, oh my God, we would,
It's okay. It's okay. So you that's a wonderful way to describe it.
out.
So we would really break the pieces down, right?
Yeah.
So beyond just learning the notes and the rhythms, we would after we achieved that
Mhm.
step, we would really dive into all of those musical details, maybe
Yeah.
some
We
historical
would,
background.
yeah, we would try to, uh, sometimes we would, if it was more of a, like a romantic era piece, we would kind of bring in metaphors, if that makes sense. Talk about
Absolutely.
if it was Debussy, you would think of it as if it was kind of rising out of a lake, or this isn't romantic, but if it was,
That's okay.
it would
Nice
be
flex on your music history knowledge.
if it was Mozart, like uh, think of it like champagne, stuff like that.
Right. We
Where
would use a lot of
yeah,
imagery. We do use a lot of imagery, right? Because we're still working together, but over the time that we've had our working relationship. So, what's something that you really enjoy about working together these past 5 years?
what is there not to enjoy?
Oh,
um,
try to pick one thing from a long list.
God. It I love how we kind of collaborate in lessons, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm having difficulty with something, you'll support that by playing at the same time as me, etc.
Right.
So I can kind of match up to where I want to be, which is where
Oh,
you're.
thank you. Well, it definitely helps you and other
Oh, yeah.
students of mine to have some demonstrations, maybe play, you do one hand, I do the other hand.
Yes.
That interactive
Mhm.
style of teaching has been really helpful for you, which is wonderful.
Mhm.
So what areas of your playing have improved since the beginning? I would say all, but I'll let you answer that, and by about how much?
Yeah. So in the beginning, I would kind of like smash at keys with my hands.
I remember.
Literally, it was like hammers, and I was trying to play like really like simple but like quiet and beautiful pieces,
Mhm.
and just through them.
It's a little
And
harsh. Yeah.
yeah, yes. So I learned how to relax uh
Hmm.
somehow, and through that, it my playing has gotten significantly better. I'm able to actually like articulate feeling into music now, and I can kind of like break down what I'm seeing instead of just assuming what I'm playing is correct.
Right.
That,
Having more
yeah.
awareness for what's on the page and then how you produce that yourself. Right. That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about future potential students because you've been a fabulous student of mine. And as excited as I am that you will be going off to college, of course, I will miss you dearly. But this is a really exciting time for you and just a testament to how much you've grown, how much effort and time you've put into this and other areas of your life, but this specifically. Um, so for other future students who may be watching and their families, would you recommend that they join my studio?
Absolutely. Without a doubt, with no hesitation whatsoever.
Thank you.
Because, oh my God, is there anyone better to work with?
Oh my goodness. Thank
It's
you,
like,
Ben.
Natasha has an innate ability to cater towards her students, if that makes sense. Where she can kind of find weaknesses and bring those to light so you tackle them directly, which I responded extremely well to.
Right.
Um,
And building the strengths as
yeah,
well. But right, recognizing areas that could use some more nurturing.
even recommending pieces that play to the student's strengths
Mm-hmm.
and using those both as an ability to like fix up and improve technique, but also to play to that student's strengths.
Right. Wonderful. Thank you. And who do you think would be the ideal student for this studio? Who's it a good fit for?
Students who have the passion themselves, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Students who have the drive to improve themselves. Because piano isn't just like, it's not kind of just an instrument. This sounds so bad.
No, it's so bad. It's music to my
It's
ears to hear
more of
you
a
describe
pleasure.
it in this way.
No, it's more of like, uh, as you improve at the piano, you yourself will improve. You'll be able to focus longer. You'll be able to actually drive yourself to complete other things that aren't just piano. I know that I got significantly better at doing homework
Right.
after I started.
That's a really great observation. And it's an experience for you. It's a lived experience because it's affected positively other areas of your life like time management, confidence, I would say.
Definitely.
Like,
I was like, I was so meek as a child.
well, you were younger as well when we first met, but I have definitely seen your confidence totally blossom since I met you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for having this interview and sharing with everybody your experience, which has been so great and not over yet. We have preparing for your college auditions, which is so exciting. Right. And looking forward to seeing what the next step is for you. Okay, Ben, I'll see you this weekend.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Take care.
Have a good one.
Bye.